What's up, friends? I'm Josh, and welcome back to the TCNR Network, where today Jenna Ortega speaks about Green. Green. Oh shit! Jenna Ortega did an interview for Scream 5. Okay. I'm gonna hop right into it, breaking down her interview. There's only 3 questions in regards to Scream 5, so this is gonna be a short but sweet little video. The first question was, you're also in the Scream revival. I like that word, revival, which people are so excited about. How'd that part come your way? Jenna answered, I auditioned for the project in the very beginning of quarantine, and I didn't really expect anything of it because I don't know if you noticed, but they tend to cast 30-year-olds to play teenagers. I remember my mom asked me about it, and I told her, yeah, there's just no way they're going to cast a 17-year-old girl. 5 months later, I got a call back to meet with the directors. She has a very good point there. Movies, especially horror movies, I don't know if it's because of the context or what is required of the actors or actresses. They always cast people like in their late 20s, early 30s to play teenagers, and like less so nowadays. But I find that really interesting for her to specifically point out, because a lot of the other cast members are in their 20s, and we're assuming they're playing people in high school, but perhaps they are not. Maybe Jenna's character and another character are like the only ones that are actually in high school. The rest of this new crew is a little bit older, and it's going to span maybe a bigger generation, like, you know, teens, 20s, 30s, the OG Scream trio coming back. That could be a really cool and different take on it. Moving on to question number 2. They asked, such a legendary cast, Courtney Cox, Neve Campbell, David Arquette, was that a totally surreal experience? Jenna responded, David taught us how to do Bob Ross paintings because he's like a certified instructor apparently. Courtney invited us all to a dinner. Neve invited us to a breakfast at this beach house she was at, and she loved to give us the keys or leave the doors open so we could go take the surfboards out. I don't think I was expecting that kind of hospitality, especially considering they are the Scream franchise. You never know what to expect when you're meeting people of that standard, but they truly were just the most down-to-earth, sweetest people, and my brain just went ding throughout that whole thing, because she just said, Neve Campbell would leave the doors or the keys so that the kids could go out and play. That kind of alludes to the lack of scenes they had together. I'm just like, I've read these questions several times, at least 5 times each, and I'm just now realizing. So does that mean that Neve Campbell, that Sidney Prescott doesn't have a lot of interactions with this new cast? Is it because there's a bunch of flashbacks like we've all been speculating? Is it because Sidney is going to die early on? I have a whole nother video coming about that, because I'm not gonna lie, I have dreams about Scream. I wake up and I'm like, oh, that's a good plot line. So I have this crazy theory that I dreamt of the other night, but it actually makes a lot of sense, but it's mind-blowing. Keep your eyes open for that. So now I'm really curious. Does Jenna even have scenes with friggin' Neve Campbell? Obviously, we're gonna have to wait and see. Moving on to the third and final question. Cosmo asked, you're also in... Oh no, that was the first question. Okay, finally, third question. Okay, I know details about that movie are very much under wraps. Can you tell me anything about your character? Jenna responded, I kid you not, 2 seconds ago I was like, did I say too much? She might have. Like, I'm not even kidding. So when it comes to this part, I'm keeping my mouth shut because I've been feeling pretty dangerous right now. So Jenna obviously is like, oh shit, did I allude to too much? I mean, I'm really digging here. I'm really diving into her response and overanalyzing it, but it makes sense. We saw all the Snapchats, Instagram stories, posts about that new main cast all hanging out at the beach together while Neve was probably filming her scenes. So it's like, what if they don't even meet? What if it's 2 separate stories that converge in the end or something? Okay, let me know your thoughts down below. Comment, like, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at True Crime Nursery Rhymes, on TikTok, and what else? Twitter at TCNR Network, and visit my website, truecrimenurseryrhymes.com, for my book, True Crime Nursery Rhymes, and all of my fun true crime and Scream-inspired merch. Until next time, I'll be right back.